What do you say if I told you that I have got in my hand a weapon mounted light of over 70,000 candelas? You heard that right, 70,000 candelas. This is a new Valkyrie Turbo from Olight. This is an absolute beast. And check this hotspot out. What? How cool is that? Let's jump right in, and we're going to be reviewing this today. How's it going, guys, and welcome back to Quintintin, the gun guy. Very cool thing happened. Olight sent me some gear, which is pretty cool because my first ever video that I did on this channel was reviewing an Olight PL Mini 2, and it's still serving me well. I still everyday carry this little weapon mounted light, but I think I've come a far way since then. Both with my video presentation but also my video backgrounds, which is quite cool. So moving up from the compact weapon mounted light to the full size weapon mounted light. But this isn't just a normal weapon mounted light, which is pretty cool. As I stated in the intro, this is more of a laser than an actual flashlight. But don't get carried away. I've seen some interesting things on social media where people say that it's an absolute waste because it is going to blind you. Yes, up until a certain degree, but it's still a very usable flashlight. Very usable, which is actually quite cool. So we'll be having a look at this today. Freaking cool. And it actually says, if you guys can see there, it actually says laser on the back of this flashlight. Very cool. Let's jump right in to the close-ups. How cool is this little flashlight? Let's compare it to the PL Mini 2. Basically, the locking system that's on top is the same thing. What I did is I actually swapped it around for the 1913 spaces there. It actually fits my Glock quite a bit better because it's more of a solid system and there's not a lot of movement. As it clips on, it's freaking solid. Ambidextrous controls, as you would expect from any Olight. So yeah, as I said, it's a lot the same as the PL Mini 2. Just dropped it. With the controls being at the back, only difference is that these buttons press inwards, where the PL Mini 2 presses down. So it depends on what tickles your fancy, but this is the flashlight. How cool is that? And it actually does says laser here on the bottom. Very cool. Getting to the batteries, you need to pull this up and it just pops off the back. It comes with two batteries, that you are going to use as the CR123A batteries. This is the lithium batteries. Making sure that you insert it the correct way. Oh yeah, and these ones are not rechargeable, and this doesn't come with a charger, so you need to keep this in mind for just a consumable. It is nice if you are on duty. Let's say if you're in the field and you just want to swap batteries and you can't get to a charger. Getting it in again, you can't just push it down. You actually have to lift up this tab again. It's going to open it up and then you pull it down. There we go, that's it, sorted. Nice and solid system. As we said, you can't adjust it, but it does fit the Glock, as you saw, very well. Stats on this is just over 70,000 candelas, 530 meters throw, IPX6 and 1 meter drop tested. Let's get to the beam shots, normal defensive shooting distances. So see how cool is that. So this is a rose bush. As you can see, that's just all hot spots. Freaking crazy. That's my dog in the background. Moving on, as you can see, that's a very focused beam. There's a tree. So that wall is going to be 25 meters away. Yeah. Further away, that's 30 meters. And then just further than that, you can see the wall on the other side there. That's going to be 40 meters away. Freaking crazy hotspot. See how cool that is? And it looks like a lightsaber. Holy moly. And back to my face. I'm not sure if you guys are happy or sad about that. I'm sure you just want to see the gear, but let's have a chat about the gear as well. Now, you've seen the beam shot, which is freaking insane. This is a freaking laser. How cool is that? Beam shot. Me shooting with it. Now, important thing with a weapon mounted light is that you never want to see flickering. So that's one of the main things that I test for is usability, how easy it is to use the flashlight, switching on, switching off, all those things. You saw me miss quite a few times because I apparently can't shoot handgun anymore. I've done quite a bit of rifle and shotgun shooting, clay pigeon shooting. So shooting is definitely a perishable skill that I need to work on again with my handgun. Moving on from there, usability and then flickering. So as it takes recoil, so this is my Glock 19, clear and safe. It mounts very, very easily, pops on, and it can pop off just as easily. Very, very nice. So you can either actuate it with your trigger finger, or you can actuate it with your supporting hand, thumb, which is just going to be a drop down from there, pushing in. Nice, easy to use. Same thing with the AR. You guys saw me shooting it with the AR as well. I'll just grab it quickly. So this is my AR-15. Let's just do a check. It's clear and safe. There's no mag inside. Just make sure. Cool, it is safe. I've got a Picatinny rail mounted here. So as you can see, it just mounts as easily on this as it does on the handgun. Very, very nice. It does look cool, does look the part. I like coming over with a C-clamp grip with my supporting hand, and then from there I can actuate it very easily with my thumb. Nice and easy to use. And as you guys saw with the target, this was very, very nice illuminating that. That was, I think that was about 20 meters away as far as I can remember. So yeah, nice and solid beam, but it's not like it's just a blinding light. It's actually, you can use it very, very easily. I'm not sure if that showed well on camera, but from a shooter's perspective, you didn't get as much spill around the hotspot as you normally get with other weapon mounted lights. But this was a very nice pinpoint accuracy thing. This should be really good. I didn't test it on the long rifles further because they don't really have a place to mount it on the long rifles. But it's actually, I would imagine that it's a good thing to mount this on and actually go further distances out, because having a throw of over 500 meters on a weapon mounted light is freaking ridiculous. And this is basically one of the only times that I actually believe them when they state these figures, because this thing just goes freaking far. So I can imagine with, let's say, doing vermin control. Yeah, vomiting, but doing vermin control. Yes, English is my second language. Okay, don't judge. Don't judge. So this should be really nice for that, going further distances out, but you can use it easily as well. Blinding effects. Now, this is the thing that everyone is scared about. No, it's not as blinding as you would imagine. Yes, it is more, but it is more than a compact weapon mounted light, but it's about the same as other full-size weapon mounted lights. So it's not a massive difference, not like you are going to be blinded completely, but it's basically the same as other full-size weapon mounted lights with high lumens. Now this doesn't have high lumens, this is actually very low on lumens. This is just over, I think it's 250 lumens, which is basically nothing, but the candelas are very, very high on this. Other flashlights with high lumen count, you're going to have the same blinding effects from spill on light. Now remember, this is basically a darker colored wall, no blinding from that. On the light white walls, you are going to have slightly more. But I tried to capture this on camera, can't really. But yeah, that's it. Anyway, guys, thanks for stopping by, checking out the Valkyrie Turbo, because I think this is arguably probably one of the most anticipated weapon mounted lights that's come to the market in recent times, because this is real innovation. When last did you see real innovation from weapon mounted lights? Not really. Now this is basically something very, very different in the LEP configuration. Very cool, guys. I'll see you later. Cheers.